Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, no republic can survive. These are the words of former U.S. President John F. Kennedy, words that continue to resonate today. As journalists in the country joined the rest of the world to commemorate World Press Freedom Day, concerns persist over shrinking media freedoms. Reports indicate cases of violence, threats and intimidation targeting journalists and media houses. Currently, there are ongoing restrictions on media access. Some journalists, for example from Nation Media Group, remain blocked from covering activities at Parliament. A standoff of NMG with government institutions began in March last year when they were blocked from covering public events involving President Yoweri Museveni, a matter that remains to date.
But for His Excellency, the President, he has told us it is a personal decision. It is a personal decision. And if someone doesn't want you to capture his news, rest.
For many journalists, the day carries a little meaning. Some continue to work without pay or under poor conditions, while others face threats and physical violence, often from security personnel.
To know the rights of journalists, because when we are doing our work, we are not enemy with a government. We are doing our work as a journalist.
When you say World Press Freedom Day, for Uganda, I think we are very far. Because I am even asking myself a question that, for example, why do media houses start, why are they licensed when they are not ready? Because, yeah, they have provided jobs, but what kind of jobs? You find a journalist is earning like 3,000 a story.
Especially the religious-based media houses and those media houses owned by politicians. When you go up country, most of the MPs or politicians have started radio stations. But what happens there is they don't want to pay the journalists.
Media stakeholders are now calling for renewed commitment to press freedom, insisting that journalists should not be intimidated even when they are reporting challenges institutions on issues like accountability and governance.
Journalists should be allowed to do their work. And the country emphasized that. Whether you're security people, you feel insecure that a certain story has been published and they are calling for accountability, don't run after them, don't intimidate them. That because we have said Parliament is corrupt and we've put out a story, we've investigated, we have shown the statistics, showed the data, you begin to intimidate us that you want to kill us. No.
I think government should not control media, but rather create conditions where the truth can actually compete. Government should not fear the press, but in the same way, government should not tolerate reckless press.
Ahimbisiwe says that journalists operate under clear professional guidelines and ethical standards that guide their work.
We have principles, we have values, and we report these stories in the context of those principles and those values. So give us our space, let us report our stories, let's tell them for the good of Uganda, for the good of peace, for the good of growth.
However, confusion persists among the public and even within government circles when some fail to distinguish between trained journalists and individuals who simply publish information online. This as they called for the need to protect the integrity of the profession.
Everybody wants to be a journalist. And unfortunately, the regulators at times do not go out to verify. So sometimes the regulators need to really know who is a journalist, because even us as journalists, we were taught to be responsible.
Everyone says the phone made everyone a journalist, but that's not true. The phone made other people publishers, it made them an eyewitness, and it made them a source because they are the first The citizens are the first on the ground, so they easily take pictures and post them in real time, but they're not doing journalism.
Government says it is not suppressing press freedom.
However, we still believe whatever you're complaining about is also good feedback, and we can always work on it.
Kabianga says government recognizes the role of the media in exposing human rights abuses. He cited a recent coverage of a case involving the murder of 4 children.
The case which has just concluded, the case of Gaba, I think the media has played a big role to shape public opinion. I strongly believe it is public opinion which might have also shaped the judicial, the court's opinion, because you gave it enough publicity.
However, the minister raised concerns over misuse of social media platforms and the need to regulate them. He reiterated that government is working on a unified law to regulate all aspects of communication.
Because we are amalgamating all the communication laws into one. We are coming up with the National Communication Bill. All those Computer Misuse Act, UCC Act, Media Council Act, we are now amalgamating all of them to make one law.
Meanwhile, 2 journalists, John Muto and Sheila Kawamara, were awarded Lifetime Achievement Awards for their outstanding courage and resilience in documenting and reporting on war. The Media Challenge initiative was also recognized for its key role in advancing digital journalism. Norbert Atkunda, NTV Weekend Edition.